main event is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Aichi, Japan, weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
As we get ready for our main event, Kazuchika Okada, there's his belt. He is still the Continental Champion. And of course, this big main event will be followed by Rampage coming up here on TNT. So stay tuned for that. By the way, next week, Collision returns to its regular time, 8/7 Central on TNT. We hope you will join us at that time. What a night it's been, and now Kazuchika Okada, who will continue to be the Continental Champion until this tournament comes to an end. Wow, what a matchup this should be, and let's go back to the ring, and here is Arcadiara one more time.
And his opponent from Buffalo, New York, weighing 187 pounds, he is the TNT Champion, Daniel Garcia!
As Daniel Garcia eyes the Continental Champion belt, there is your Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada, who is still the champion right now and will be until the conclusion of this tournament, even though the belt is on the pedestal over there. Well, Matt Menard, I'm glad to see the belt got cleaned up, and I'm glad to see Daniel Garcia a champion.
Take a look. It was only 7 nights ago. At full gear, Daniel Garcia becoming the TNT champion. No rest, eh, boys? This is it right here, the Continental Classic.
Yep, certainly Garcia has to be buoyed by finally achieving the potential that so many people had ascribed him, you specifically. Daddy Magic, he finally came good with his mother in attendance, no less.
It was a very special evening. It's as if it all started right here last year at the Continental Classic, Daniel's journey to the TNT Championship. The growth of that young man in the last year has been amazing.
Well, fans, as this match just starts here on TNT, don't forget Rampage still to come. This match right here is presented by Poker Now. Every day this month, Poker Now members will have a chance to win a golden passport for a free seat in the largest poker free roll ever, the World Poker Tour $5 million free roll in Las Vegas. Visit pokernow.club today. That's pokernow.club today for your chance to win. Roll through and a side headlock apply. And fans, once again, just following this telecast will be Rampage here on TNT, the Lucha Libre Rampage. But what a tournament, guys.
No gimmies in this tournament, guys.
No, not at all.
Starting things off hot with Okada.
Arguably, though, right here, Garcia facing his toughest opponent on his side of the bracket. Okada, the youngest ever wrestler to win New Japan's prestigious G1 Climax tournament. He's actually a 4-time winner overall, record-setting, equaling there. Here we go.
Backside by Garcia. Got the 2 counts, says Aubrey Edwards.
Keep on him, Danny. Attaboy.
Drop toe hold, roll up, 1, 2. Got a 2 count again. Daniel Garcia mounting some offense, trying to win it quickly. 1, 2. Oh. So close.
Yeah, I'd back off too, Okada.
Yeah, not bad. Also, Okada, 7-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. His reign spanned almost 6 years in totality.
He's one of the greatest of all time. I don't think there's any question about it, right, boys?
Doing the right thing here, taking away the momentum and the pace and the early going from Garcia. A handshake, why not?
I mean, I don't know about this one.
Would you trust him?
I don't think I would. Would you, Nigel?
Yes, 100%. You'd always trust.
All right. There you go!
Daniel Garcia.
Confidence at an all-time high, gentlemen.
A little bit of anger that time from that. Caught the foot. Brings Okada in, sweeps the leg out. Here goes Garcia now. Shotgun drop kick on the side of the head.
We're rolling. We are rolling.
And fans, this matchup in the Blue League of the Continental Classic continues in picture-in-picture on TNT.
Got to stay on him here, Danny. This has been a great start so far. I thought maybe at first Danny just had that war 7 nights ago.
1, 2.
Okada didn't compete. That maybe that'd be his advantage.
Right. Well, a lot of times momentum works to your advantage. A lot of times, Nigel, you can chime in on this. A lot of times it works against you, right?
What does?
Winning a big match works against you on your next match.
Yeah, it can give you the confidence, certainly, but if it takes enough out of you physically, then, yeah, it can certainly work against you. So,
thank you.
6 of one, half a dozen of another is another way of saying that, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. All right.
Never heard that before.
You do it in French. What's that in French?
Hey, c'est 12.
C'est 12.
Oh, here we are, fully bilingual, and right now, Garcia, though, on the receiving end, counting his teeth. And de trois.
He's made a bit of a mistake right there. Got caught. Can't afford to do that too many times in this contest.
Okada, such a tremendous, credentialed performer. His meteoric rise.
How calm is he out there?
Yeah, it looks like it's
unbelievable.
It's just
a walk in the park.
Walk in the park. Thank you. I was thinking of that term, and you came up with it.
That's what I'm here for. Here's the cover.
Only got a 1 count. Garcia comes rumbling out of that one.
It's almost as if he knew Danny would come out of here, and excuse my expression here, but full of piss and vinegar. And he just weathered the storm.
Garcia seeking refuge to the ropes in the corner now, but again, Kazuchika Okada is relentless. I think Kazuchika Okada's signing with AEW, one of the biggest stories of the year.
Oh.
A huge acquisition, without a doubt. Immediately, Okada joining his friends, the Young Bucks, in the Elite. And of course,
where are they at now?
Another member of the Elite, scapegoat Jack Perry, who would be very happy to see Garcia go down in flames here tonight.
Anybody hear from Jack this week?
No, at least he's not tied to the front of a truck or anything like that.
Well, listen, he's lucky he got away with that one. Tony, better watch your mouth. Want to end up on a truck?
I'm not helping you.
It's Kazuchika Okada and Daniel Garcia, the Continental Champion, facing the TNT Champion in the Blue League. Winner of the match gets 3 points. And right now, Okada just methodically going through this matchup. He puts him down, tried a senton, missed, hit his lower back, as you can see, and now Garcia trying to mount a comeback here.
Danny's been through a war 7 nights ago. Got to keep this thing going. You don't want to get too far behind in a contest like this.
I'm not sure if I see it or not, but Daddy Magic, as a personal friend of Daniel Garcia, do you think he looks different now? Is he more aggressive? Is there a different Daniel Garcia now that he has the TNT title?
You know, I mean, this is my first look at him, really, right? In live contest.
What did he say to you after Full Gear, after winning the title?
Oh, we were just thrilled. I mean, it was a very stressful week for both of us. As Danny comes back here.
Danny.
Come on now.
Finding the mark on the top of the head 3 times, and now
look out.
Okada ducking low, captured the arm, top wrist lock into almost a Cobra clutch here.
Danny will wrestle with you all day. Come on now.
You're gonna have to do something to get out of this. You can see the color of Garcia's head turning beet red from the pressure.
You're right, just
Okada's meat hooked the arm, the hand, excuse me, of Garcia, and just driving the forearm right across the cheekbone.
And let's not forget, there is no outside interference here, so you must stay put right here, Matt Menard.
No issue with that, Tony.
And a reminder, everybody, this Wednesday on Dynamite, live from Fishers, Indiana on TBS, Pac will take on Jay White. Continental Classic Gold League, Brody King faces Claudio Castagnoli. Then winter is coming a week later in Kansas City, the T-Mobile Center. Continental Classic Gold League, Claudio will take on Will Ospreay. And then Ricochet against Brody King in the Gold League.
Now, we talked earlier in matches for the Continental Classic about how important it is when you're looking at a long round-robin tournament, not to get injured, not to waste energy, and perhaps that is why Okada has taken things slowly in the early going of this match.
He's feeling it now, though, Danny. Come on now.
Fans, remember, a little bit different for the Continental Championship this year, because coming up at World's End, the winner of the gold will take on the runner-up of the blue. The winner of the blue will take on the runner-up of the Gold League. Those two matches will happen at World's End, and then the championship that night. And right now, sleeper hold here applied by Garcia.
He's got it locked in deep.
Let's take a look at the chin of Okada. He's trying to tuck it in, trying to protect his neck. Yep.
That was the move of his mentor, one of his mentors, Shibata, right there.
Whoa, running knee strike. 1, 2, and a 2 count.
To go back to what you're talking about earlier, Nigel, I personally felt a sense of relief when he won the match. When he won to see Danny with the gold, this journey completed.
It was a long time coming, wasn't it? It was last year's Continental Classic, but it took him until the very last match in the tournament to claim his sole 3 points, and we said that was going to push him in a different direction. It did. Took a lot longer than we expected, but right now, whoa.
Garcia, well, got snubbled up in the ropes, was holding onto the top rope that time, and then had to break the hold.
Garcia's been pushing the pace early in this match. Certainly, we've talked about how important it is to get a victory rather than a draw. 3 points versus 1 point. Super important, of course. 20-minute time limit in this match, so you don't want it to go the distance.
He knows what it means. He knows what it's like to get behind earlier in this tournament, to dig yourself out of a hole. We don't want to be there 2 years in a row.
You know, you talk so much about that win in the final match he had in the tournament last year.
That was a special night. That was a real special night for us.
I think another special night had to be July 2022 when he beat Bryan Danielson.
Woo! Certainly was.
Oof. Who hasn't beaten Bryan Danielson?
Oh, would you stop? I should have never brought that up.
Here you go, Danny. Get him in the ring.
And right now, Aubrey Edwards checking the shoulder of Okada.
Get him in the ring, Danny.
Apparently damaged here. Aubrey Edwards checking again.
Be careful. Official could call this off. Yeah.
Nope. Okada said he's okay. Wait a minute.
No. I think the shoulder popped out.
Aubrey's walking over.
Aubrey!
She walked over to talk to.
You got to be kidding me.
It's better. He popped it back in.
No, for crying
That was miraculous. Look at that. Just popped straight back in.
Yeah, it was miraculous.
Almost as though nothing happened.
Aubrey did the right thing. Checking with. And fans, we do have to take another break. And this match continues in picture-in-picture on TNT.
Oh, you gotta love a guy who smiles, Tony.
Hey, you're a bitch!
Blowing a kiss to the cameras, we went to break as well.
This man can do it all.
It was early July in this building right here, where Daniel Garcia got laid out by MJF, stretchered out.
Wow, good call. Thank you for bringing up MJF's name once again.
Now it's the neck again of Daniel Garcia that's hurt, and Okada taking his sweet time. Again, experience, championship, tournament experience. Okada's got more than arguably anybody else in the tournament.
I don't know about this call of going to pick Danny up, though, and get him in the ring. 3 points is 3 points, right? Any way you get it.
Aubrey Edwards asked Okada, should I check with the doctor? He shook his head yes. She wanted to check with the doctor. And then, as you said, miraculously, the shoulder popped back in.
I mean, it's pretty obvious this guy's a scumbag.
Nearly Christmas. Time of miracles, Tony.
Is this guy for real, Tony?
You're a Christian. You believe in miracles. Right now, the TNT champion, Daniel Garcia, is going to need a miracle.
Getting helped up by fans.
There you go.
Get to his feet.
All right.
Oh, and right into a DDT. 1, 2, no. Something left in the TNT champion as of yet. And he's kicking.
There's no quit.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how down he is.
Kicking Okada in the back of the head.
Garcia kicks like a girl.
Oh, would you?
You're really something, Nigel.
Thank you very much. You say that in French as well?
Yeah, vraiment quelque chose, toi.
Garcia desperately looking out for help from the ringside fans. But it's him on his own.
Come on, Denny. Come on, Denny.
The TNT champion in his first match after winning the title against Okada. Are you kidding me? But he's back up.
Put your hands up.
We continue here with this Blue League matchup on Collision. Do not forget, coming up next is going to be Rampage. Lucha Libre Rampage is coming up immediately following this telecast right here on TNT. Which one of these two men will get 3 points and move on?
It's the final opening round match in the Blue League. Shelton Benjamin and Kyle Fletcher lead the pack with 3 points each.
To the top, boys. Here we go.
Okada up top. Garcia looking for a superplex.
Woo! That's how you get back in it.
But Garcia cannot cover him.
Not a soft landing for Garcia either.
That's
with the
right.
damage to his neck earlier.
Get the leg, get the leg.
Cover.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, no sir.
All right. We're back in it, boys.
Sacra Blur, very close.
I'll say this right now. A year ago, between you, I don't know if Danny's still in this match a year ago.
Well, he has come a long way. I don't think there's any doubt. We talked about that. We've established that. But what a match to have after you win the title, your first match back against Okada.
Well, that's the thing. He did not want to wait. He demanded to be. He asked to be in the Continental Classic, which shocked me. I thought after the title win. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Neck breaker on that weakened neck and a cover. 1, 2.
All right.
Garcia's out of it.
Textbook Kazuchika Okada, who now, look how confident. The smile on his face is certainly.
We're talking
Kazuchika Okada, who is currently AEW's longest reigning champion at 255 days. He's been the Continental champion and will be until this tournament is completed.
He's going to the top again here.
Where he could win it once again.
No!
Elbow. Bounced up.
I don't like taking that time. Don't underestimate Garcia, dude. Wow.
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 Kazuchika Okada doing a little dance. Garcia.
Has got caught.
With the leg.
Right.
Ankle lock.
Yes, I told you.
Ankle
Come
lock.
on, Danny. Crank it.
Okada beside himself now in the center of the ring. Got to get to the ropes or at least release the pressure.
He's not even reaching right now.
Well, here he goes now to reach.
Get on your feet, Danny. There you go.
Garcia could
There
try
you
to
go.
get the body scissors or at least the leg around his leg.
And he gets to the ropes, but some damage obviously done to that ankle and that foot.
We got a shot here, guys. We got a shot.
Garcia. Shotgun kick
Yes.
from the ropes.
Whoa.
No.
All right.
He catches Okada. Okada with up kicks, gets out of it.
He's looking for that sharpshooter.
And Garcia just hammering Kazuchika Okada.
Yes, sir.
Thought maybe he'll try a Rainmaker that
Oh,
time.
he's got caught.
1, 2, no. Both men.
Look out here.
Lowers the head.
Oh!
Both men go down.
Woo. What a match.
And the fans appreciate this, no doubt.
The decision hanging in the balance. Okada and Garcia
How about this for an opening round-robin match, guys?
fighting for the final 3 points in the opening round.
How hard is it to win this tournament?
Oh, I mean, you're talking about Shelton Benjamin, who's got 3 points. Kyle Fletcher's got 3 points, all here in the Blue League.
It's just a murderer's row. It's week after week.
Over in the Gold League, Claudio, Will Ospreay, and Brody King all have 3 points.
Oh, wait a second. Okada
No!
setting Garcia up perhaps for the Rainmaker. The simple lariats.
There we go. Right on the money. Come on, Danny, now. Oh. You almost feel it slipping away here. I thought we had a decent shot.
Here it is, Rainmaker!
All right!
Roll up.
Yes! Sharpshooter! Turn him, Danny! Turn him!
Got it!
Attaboy!
1 minute
This
remaining
is how
in the
he won the
match.
TNT title.
Did I just, Arcady just said what? 1 minute remains in the match.
Come on!
Oh,
Remember
wow.
now, Danny!
It's a 20-minute time
It's
limit.
now! Lean back!
Garcia,
Lean back!
exactly, he's got to sit down deep, lean back, get the extra leverage that he used to take the title from Jack Perry.
Pull! All right! We got him, boys!
Okada.
We got 3 points!
What an upset this is going to be!
Well, look at the right hand. The right hand of Okada. I thought it was.
Danny, lean back! Give it
Okada
to him!
valiantly, desperately clawing at the man. He's got to get to the bottom rope.
Can Okada hang on?
That's it right there!
Can he save a point?
How much time left?
Tap it out!
Stay alive.
If he taps out, Garcia will get 3 points.
Stay away from the lights.
If he doesn't, he'll get a point. There's the
The
match.
20-minute time limit has
Nope.
elapsed. The result of this match is a draw.
Oh, couldn't get the submission. Couldn't force it.
Each man will get 1 point. 1 point for Garcia. 1 point for Kazuchika Okada.
It's as close as it gets right there. What a
Okada,
match.
Okada hung on.
Wow.
Gentlemen, that's-
Garcia's beside himself. He knows how close he came to taking 3 points from arguably the favorite in this tournament. He's got no reason to hang his head in shame, though.
At all. At all, to your point,
Hell
Nigel.
of a showing against a man who many consider the favorite.
One of the greatest of all time. No,
But look at the bright. If you can look at the bright side
Yes.
here, he gets a point.
you didn't get shut out in the first round here.
Right. Okada held on to retain a point.
He was lucky to hold on. Lucky to hold on, Okada.
That wasn't luck. He endured the pain
Listen,
like a real
if
champion.
this match was 5 seconds longer,
Okada now wants to shake hands with the TNT champion.
Oh, Garcia's earned his respect.
Of course he has. He's earned everyone's respect.
it's all right, Danny. It's all right. Let it go.
It's Friday. You know what that means. AEW Rampage is coming your way on TNT.
Your opening contest is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic Tournament set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Sandy Ford, Delaware, weighing 229 pounds, Mark Briscoe.
That was the voice of the Dapper Young from Justin Roberts, I'm Excalibur, joined by the ineffable Tony Schiavone, Teddy Magic, Matt Menard, and the Nueve, the Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho.
Well, I wanted to come out here and see some of this great competition. Straight up, we're leaving the learning tree in the back. I want to see Okada and Mark Briscoe face-to-face in the Continental Classic here tonight on Rampage.
And his opponent from Aichi, Japan, weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
That's Tony Schiavone, Kazuchika Okada, the Continental Champion. He finds himself a bit behind the 8 ball because he will remain the Continental Champion as long as he is alive in this tournament. Right now, only finding himself with 1 point due to that draw with Daniel Garcia 6 nights ago.
And there you see Kyle Fletcher leading the Blue League after his win on Wednesday night. Let's take a look at the Gold League, Excalibur.
And likewise, Claudio Castagnoli atop the Gold League after his victory over Brody King in the main event of Dynamite. Danny Magic, the tournament field is wide open, but as more and more matches occur, the haves and the have-nots, the tops and the bottom, it gets further away.
Things begin to separate themselves real quickly. Both these guys, like you said, behind the 8 ball a little bit. Okada with the single point. Mark Briscoe shut out in the opening match. Let's see what happens here right now.
And Chris Jericho, even though Kazuchika Okada does have 1 point, he is still in search of his first tournament victory and 3 points.
Well, I have got a history with Okada and Mark Briscoe, obviously beating Mark Briscoe to become the Ring of Honor World Champion. I become a huge fan of Mark. I got a lot of respect for him. I got a lot of respect for Okada. That's why I wanted to come out here and see this face-to-face. This is the greatest tournament in professional wrestling today, the Continental Classic, with two of the best performers and wrestlers in this tournament.
And it seems like you got a lot of respect for Mark's departed brother, Jay Briscoe, who you insist on mentioning.
I have never once said one derogatory word about Jay Briscoe. I'm a huge fan of Jay Briscoe. If Mark can't handle that, that's on him.
Well, good point. Just like you have history with Kazuchika Okada, so does Mark Briscoe. These two men have faced off, and they have tagged together, but this is their first ever one-on-one meeting, and Mark Briscoe looking to get out to an early advantage, Tony.
It's their first one-on-one singles match, like you said. They teamed together since 2015.
And a suplex.
Yeah.
Now Briscoe floats over, lateral press.
I want to say this too. Mark Briscoe has done a tremendous job of his physicality and his conditioning. And look at this guy. He's becoming almost a body guy with the amount of the gains that he's made over the last year or two.
Yeah, he's put a lot of effort into it. There's no question about that. But this is a very, very important match for him. I know we've mentioned it. Looking for his first points.
Looking for his first points. He had to wait until the final night of the tournament last year to earn his first 3 points.
Boy, look out here, boys.
Look how that set him up for 2024. Mark Briscoe capturing the Ring of Honor World Championship for the first time in his career after finishing off the Continental Classic last year with a successful 3 points. But now, Kazuchika Okada taking himself out of the range.
Yeah, Okada, he knew what he was doing.
Smart enough to know what Mark was going to do. We also know Mark could have dropped an elbow from the apron at first, or then just jumped on with a front flip. Instead, he just took the high road, but Briscoe followed him anyways.
Now Kazuchika Okada, who in many estimations, perhaps the greatest tournament wrestler of all time, second only to Masahiro Chono in terms of career wins.
Once again, not a disqualification. He's using these ringside accoutrements to his advantage.
Yeah, Kazuchika Okada, highly intelligent wrestler, using the environment to his advantage. The drop toe hold on the steel steps. Almost a work smarter, not harder ethos there from Kazuchika Okada.
Gonna want to get this thing back in the ring, though. Last thing Okada wants is another draw here tonight.
Of course, it is a 10 count on the floor. If Mark Briscoe is counted out, Kazuchika Okada will earn his first 3 points of the tournament, climbing the table up to 4, but Okada breaking the count there. The count resets from referee Rick Knox.
Surprised Okada broke the count there. But
and of course, the Continental Classic rules: no interference, no ringside help, managers, any of those things.
Yeah, 20-minute time limit, 10 count on the floor. As Briscoe goes face first into the ring post, 3 points for a victory, 1 point for a draw, and Kazuchika Okada may be cruising for his first 3 points of the tournament.
Mark's face just smashing off that post there.
If Mark gets counted out, that's 3 points to Okada. Game, match, set.
Briscoe returned to the ring. Okada potentially with the advantage.
so Okada, Excalibur, so methodical.
He certainly
Very
is. And you know, I mean, you don't become known as a great tournament wrestler by accident. Kazuchika Okada knows how to pace himself.
Right. It's a marathon, not a sprint in these long tournaments.
That's right. He knows he has 5 matches in his league, potentially 7 matches if he makes it all the way to the finals at World's End, as Mark Briscoe opened up
Look at this.
over his right eye after his head collided with the ring post, Tony.
Yeah, ring post and the steel steps prior to that, so he's had a lot of contusions.
We've said this many times here on Rampage. Those steel posts are a square shape. You hit one of those ridges, one of those edges, and look what happened to Mark Briscoe. Cut open like a stuck pig, Daddy Magic.
How about it?
And now as that blood leaks into the eye of Mark Briscoe, could inhibit his vision.
Look at that, Okada just daring him to hit him.
Oh, Okada
Just measuring him now.
Take
a look.
Rapid fire shots. Beating down Briscoe in the headbutt.
Hurt himself too in that, with that headbutt.
The thing about Okada that I've noticed is doesn't let the emotions get to him. He doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low.
That's a good point.
He's just able to navigate the waters.
And to that point, Daddy Magic, Kazuchika Okada definitely the most round-robin tournament experience. Just about anybody, as now Okada absorbs the flurry of offense from Mark Briscoe, turns it around, flattens Briscoe. And there you see Okada just as cool, as calm as he could possibly be. And fans, this opening contest action in the Blue League of the 2024 Continental Classic continues in picture-in-picture.
Bit of a smug prick, this Okada, huh?
Well, he is part of the elite.
Look at him.
At least we assume so. Have not heard from Matthew Nicholas Jackson or Jack Perry.
Yeah, missing in action, right?
Since their losses, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kazuchika Okada forced to go it alone and really in uncomfortable territory.
That's right, for the first time finding himself all by himself here in AEW.
But Chris Jericho, you know the Rainmaker, you know Kazuchika Okada, he feels most comfortable inside the ring plying his trade.
Well, once again, very methodical, like you said. I bet you that his heart rate doesn't get above a certain beats per minute because he's always in control. And I think that's one of the reasons why he is one of the greatest tournament wrestlers of all time, because he can pace himself, like we said earlier, not just physically from a condition standpoint, but mentally as well, which is so important.
I think what he meant to AEW since arriving, of course, the Continental Champion with 7 title defenses. Guys like Kyle O'Reilly, Kyle Fletcher, Dax Harwood, and Pac. How about that?
Chris Jericho, I have it on good authority that Kazuchika Okada's heart actually beats to the tempo of a waltz.
Really? Yes. Would that be a Venetian waltz? Like I did on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, coincidentally, yes.
How about that?
Jeez.
How about it?
Glad I'm here.
Action continues tonight in the Blue League of the Continental Classic to kick off Rampage, the fastest hour in professional wrestling. Kazuchika Okada, Mark Briscoe, both men looking for their first win of the tournament. Okada with 1 point by virtue of his time limit draw with Daniel Garcia, looking to climb the ranks to 4. Briscoe looking for his first 3 points of the tournament. Very evenly contested match thus far, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, Mark Briscoe with an injury to the forehead, a contusion. We'll see how that plays out as this match goes on.
Look out here. Okada looking for a superplex.
Mark Briscoe blocking it.
Yeah, Briscoe doesn't want to take that superplex, that's for sure. That's a long way down, especially when you're bleeding from the forehead.
Shots, man.
That redneck kung fu coming into play in this first ever one-on-one meeting between Mark Briscoe and the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada.
What's he looking for?
Okada closes the distance. Briscoe elevates up and over the top, swinging a miss by Okada twice in a row. Briscoe, look at that, and now palm strikes to the chest. The redness rising on Kazuchika Okada's sternum as he goes face first in that top turnbuckle.
We talk so much about Mark Briscoe, but not about his quickness. It was on display right there.
It's like a breakdancing move. Popping and locking here, Mark Briscoe is.
Holy smokes, look at this now!
Briscoe leaves his feet, connects with the elbow strike, as there you see the blood flowing over the eye of Mark Briscoe. Thus far has not been much of an issue, but it does not take a lot, Chris Jericho, to open up a laceration like that.
Well, once again, once you have that blood pumping down your forehead too, it can work both ways. It can hurt you or it can give you an extra bit of adrenaline, which I think is what Mark Briscoe's feeling here right now as he looks to the crowd to help him pump up. That's one of his strengths. He's got a great connection with this audience and does every night.
Briscoe landing the exploder on the Rainmaker. Kazuchika Okada perhaps 3 points in sight for the former Ring of Honor World Champion.
He needs it. He's getting desperate. You don't want to fall behind too much.
That boot to the face, simple and effective.
Just lose a tooth. Oh!
Right back at you. Clothesline, simple and effective.
Briscoe,
Mark Briscoe, he might smell the finish line here.
laying out with that clothesline now. Fisherman's Buster! The cover, 1, 2, no!
Yeah, Mark needs to get right back on him now. Don't let him up.
And you know, Tony Schiavone, I'm reminded of 6 nights ago, Kazuchika Okada, Daniel Garcia Okada. He was pacing himself extremely well, but it seemed like the clock might have gotten away from him in the 20-minute time limit.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Tell you what, if that match was 5 seconds longer, I think Daniel Garcia walks away with 3 points.
Well, it was just 1 point to Okada and Garcia each, but right now, Okada with Mark Briscoe in inverted and a neck breaker. Tough landing for Mark Briscoe. And a tough 24 hours coming up for both men, not only in action here tonight on Rampage, but tomorrow, 8/7 Central, live on TNT Collision. Mark Briscoe, Daniel Garcia, Kazuchika Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Blue League action in the Continental Classic.
Okada telling the cameraman to get out of the way.
Is he looking for that elbow drop here?
That is exactly what he wants to do, Daddy Magic. I think so.
Okada!
Oh, man. Time. Elbow drop by Kazuchika Okada.
But no cover. Did he miss opportunity there, Shivani?
I don't know what he's thinking. Well,
Oh, we know exactly what he's thinking.
He thinks you're number one, Shivani.
That's not very nice.
I'm not so sure that's the case.
And now, the Rainmaker. No! Briscoe anticipated it.
Right up on his feet.
Okada burning plenty of daylight, allowing Mark Briscoe to get into this match. And Mark Briscoe,
He's got a hell of an elbow drop himself.
I felt it many times.
Off the top of a ladder.
You better move, Okada. This could be it.
could be thinking Froggy Bow. There it is.
Froggy Bow.
He's won it. 1, 2.
I don't know why he was counting.
Yeah.
Should have had his arm down.
That's right. You count
Mistake.
your own finish, and look what happens. Okada kicks out.
Kazuchika Okada once again showing his resilience, but he is against the ropes.
Jay Driller time, I think, Excalibur.
I hate this move.
Double underhook pile driver, the Jay Driller. But Okada, Okada
this.
got him hooked. 1, 2, no, Briscoe tilts, counters of his own.
We're going back and forth.
Okada breaks free. Briscoe inverted tombstone pile driver.
But Okada once again can't make the cover.
He's just got to reach over.
What a matchup. Holy smokes.
It's Friday night, boys.
Underscores just how physical these Continental Classic matches can be. Kazuchika Okada, Mark Briscoe pushing themselves to the limit. And this is only our opening contest tonight on Rampage.
We got to be at least 10 minutes into this thing now. The clock is ticking.
Elbow strikes being exchanged, both men.
Yeah, not much behind those, not much as they would want.
Both men on their knees. And Chris, we know that Okada not only has to pace himself in this match against Mark Briscoe, but he has to pace himself for the entire tournament. Avoiding injury is crucial for success in the Continental Classic.
But look at this, though. Okada took his time. Briscoe throwing these multiple punches. Is he rope-a-doking him? He is!
He sure was.
That
Good call.
patented Okada. Beautiful drop kick. Doesn't get any better than that.
And now Okada, the arm hooked.
Again,
Rainmaker.
he's out of it.
Once again.
Jay Driller.
Double underhook. Jay Driller. No, back body drop from Okada. Undaunted, though, Mark Briscoe up to his feet. Swing. Intercepted.
He's trying again.
Something's got to give here. He's got him.
Okada down to a knee.
Great counter.
Smart move. Briscoe had no choice but to let go and to reset.
Yeah, Okada changing his center of
He's
gravity.
resetting
lowering
again.
It.
He's going to get this.
Jay, no. Okada.
Yes.
Rotates out.
He's got him now.
Rainmaker!
Good night.
1, 2, 3.
Okada's got 3 points.
Here is your winner, the Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
He is such a smart wrestler.
And just like that, Okada's back in this thing.
A crucial victory for Kazuchika Okada to remain in the hunt here in the Continental Classic. As we take a look at the scoreboard there, you see Kazuchika Okada now second only to Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher with 6 points. Okada now with 4.
What a moment again, FTR. And we are ready to go with more of the Continental Classic.
The following is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic, number 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Sydney, Australia, weighing 239 pounds, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Do not forget, not only a 20-minute time limit, but no one at ringside. And that means there's no Don Callis here at ringside with Kyle Fletcher. We know how Don Callis gets involved in matches.
Yes, he does, but Kyle Fletcher doesn't need Don Callis to get involved in matches. Does he?
I want to...
You were there at Dynamite this past week.
When he held the ropes. and got the win.
Without Don Callis. Thank you.
His opponent from Aichi, Japan, weighs 239 pounds. He is the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
Sometimes, Tony, you have to do whatever it takes to win. And I guarantee you, if it takes holding the ropes to beat Kazuchika Okada, the current Continental Champion, in my opinion, one of the greatest tournament wrestlers of his generation, Kyle Fletcher will do it. Maybe he won't do it. Look at the size of Kyle Fletcher. What a specimen. Speaking of that, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, one of the biggest stars of his generation, with an incredible legacy already in the land of the rising sun. Five-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. His match with Kenny Omega back in 2018, regarded by some as one of the greatest professional wrestling matches of all time.
Like you said earlier, it's the leader against the champion. Kyle Fletcher with 6 points. Kazuchika Okada has 4 points, tied with Daniel Garcia here on the blue league, blue side, if you will. Stephon Smith, the referee, boy, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, indeed, as I said, dream match on any card in the world today. Bit of an armbar attempt there from Fletcher before giving up the effect. This a rematch from Dynamite at the beginning of September. And on that night, it was Kazuchika Okada who picked up the victory. But would you not agree, Tony, this is a very different Kyle Fletcher than even just 2 or 3 months ago?
Kyle Fletcher is wrestling his best ever right now. And I know a lot of people would credit Don Callis with that, and I get it. However, it has to be the athlete in the ring to perform regardless of the outside, right?
Yes, it does. You've kind of gone back on your original besmirching of the protostar. It is, once that bell rings, certainly in the Continental Classic, the man in the ring. The only man who can control his fate, his destiny. But what a clear example of how Fletcher has blossomed and flourished in the latter half of 2024 and picking up the victory against Shelton Benjamin this past week on Dynamite. And of course, all of Fletcher's recent success certainly spurred on by his victory over Will Ospreay at Full Gear, where he really did usurp the aerial assassin.
Fans, on Monday morning, this coming Monday, a very special AEW All In Texas countdown to On Sale. Be there live with CEO Tony Khan, Bobby Lashley, Mercedes Moné will be there, Darby Allin, and AJ and Big Justice will be there as well.
That's right, they'll be bringing the boom.
Big panel discussion, photo ops. We celebrate, tickets go on sale for the biggest event of the year. AEW All In Texas events coming to Globe Life Field Saturday, July 12th. This event is free to attend. We'll see you there streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and X if you can't join us in person this Monday, 9:30, 10:30 Eastern Time.
Get your tickets while you can as Big Boom AJ brings the boom. You'll be there, Tony?
I'll be there as well.
Bringing the boobs.
Side headlock applied. Thank you for that, Nigel. And right now, Kyle, I mean, listen, fans may boo it, but right now he's got it hooked on pretty tightly here.
A simple side headlock can be very effective.
Yeah.
You can drive the forearm into the cheekbone, extremely painful. Not only that, you slip it down underneath the jaw, you can get a choke as well. I beat a number of people with a simple side headlock in my career.
No kidding.
Bryan Danielson for one. That was one time Bryan Danielson gave up on instruction.
Back to the ropes and a break there as Okada still feeling the effects of that side headlock. Boy, I mean, it's been a pretty good feeling out process here for both men.
That speaks to the respect that both the champion and his challenger here tonight have for each other.
Fans, we have another Blue League match coming up tonight. Daniel Garcia. Side headlock.
Let's see if we get a clean break here, Tony.
Didn't get a clean break. Got some solid forearm shots. Reversal. Pick up. Thought he was going to whip him into the ropes, but how about that? Whipped him into a pickup and a slam.
Okada not happy with that. But Carl Fletcher really taking time to gloat and enjoy the advantage. Wonder what Don Callis would have to say about that if he were at ringside.
Yeah. Glad I didn't have to find out.
I'll get him on the phone if you want. Shall I call him? No? All right.
Let him stay backstage where he belongs. Straight kick. Right to the face. Okada just with that look, it's no emotion to it at all. Just
certainly a stoic gaze on the face of the Rainmaker. It's almost impossible to overstate the level of star this man was in New Japan.
Again, that stoic.
And is here as well. Shining a light from the heavens.
Back into the ring. Okada rotating that left shoulder there. You take a look momentarily at that Continental Championship belt, which will go to the winner of this tournament, which, by the way, right now is owned by Kazuchika Okada, who's going to go outside here. And this is trouble for Kyle Fletcher.
Right in front of us, a nice lifter. That European uppercut. Espoused from many great veterans, Dory Funk Jr., no less. Former NWA World Champion.
Fans chanting the name of the Continental Champion, Okada, but he's caught here by Kyle Fletcher.
Nasty, draping DDT. All the body weight driven down to the forehead.
Look at the face of Fletcher. It's an angry face. He is ready to go, and fans, this match continues in picture-in-picture.
Well, Don Callis gotta be happy now with all the gold. Potentially coming to the Callis family. Takeshita, the international champion. What do you think of that interaction with Powerhouse Hobbs we saw earlier?
Well, I think Don Callis was backpedaling a lot, which does not surprise me.
Well, you can understand why. I mean, Powerhouse Hobbs was being argumentative and threatening.
Well, of course he was. What's wrong with that? Being argumentative and threatening to Don Callis.
Don Callis is a manager. Powerhouse Hobbs is a professional wrestler. How would you like it if a wrestler came over and started threatening you?
I would not like it at all.
Right then.
Saturday, December 28th will be, of course, World's End. Countdown to on sale. We talked about this earlier. Live this Monday, 10:30, 9:30 Central Time.
Tickets available Monday. Get yours. Oof. Look at this. Vicious. Straight to the eyes. Carl Fletcher has just such poise since his allegiance with Don Callis.
He does have an air of confidence about him. Probably even more so than that, a cockiness about him.
And now that he has the advantage, if I was Kyle Fletcher, I would try to push it a little bit faster now. Oh, listen to that.
The chant of Osprey's better. And that is getting under the skin of Kyle Fletcher here.
Fletcher got to tune out those chants. He knows it's not true. He beat Will Ospreay fair and square.
Snapmare takeover. And once again, he resides with that. Well, there's a rear chin lock applied.
Look how deep that chin lock is, right underneath the jaw of Okada, who was having trouble getting any air down to his lungs.
Fans clapping, trying to get Okada to mount somewhat of a comeback here. But right now, the Continental Champion's in some trouble.
Certainly on the back foot, but that's the thing about Okada. We've talked about it before, Tony. In tournaments, playing the long game. Don't get burnt out early, not just in matches, but in the tournament. And Okada here, just allowing his opponent to expend energy.
Whoa.
When the time is right, mark my words, Okada will strike.
Two count. Did not agree with that cover at all. And back to the rear chin lock applied. You look at the Continental Championship belt, and you're looking at a Blue League match between the leader in the Blue League right now, Kyle Fletcher, and the Continental Champion himself, Kazuchika Okada, who comes in with 4 points, Fletcher with 6. Remember, a 20-minute time limit, no outside interference. The knee found its mark from Fletcher.
Fletcher has been doing this consistently since he's had the advantage, playing out to the crowd. And oftentimes people will ask, why does somebody do this? Why do you ignore your opponent? Well, oftentimes you can try and get in your opponent's head. You step away from your opponent and you give them a full sense of security.
I mentioned a 20-minute time limit. We are halfway through the 20-minute time limit. This could really get heated and exciting down the stretch here. Remember, a time limit draw, both men would get 1 point. If you lose, 0.
So certainly everything to play for, and the reason Okada on 4 points because of his draw with Daniel Garcia in his opening match in the tournament. The pace, bang.
That time, Kyle Fletcher missed a double axe handle, but Okada did not. Fletcher staggers to the turnbuckles. Okada, as you can see, oh, his demeanor's changed now. That stoic look is gone. Crease in the brow. Looking to his adversary, running over. A jumping back elbow. Gut shot DDT. He's going to cover Kyle Fletcher with a 1, 2. Kyle Fletcher's got to stay out of the way of the Rainmaker. And now, of course, it's easy to sit here and say that, but he does.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's prepared. As I said, second time he's faced Okada now. Looking Okada setting up for it. Oh no, instead, Okada's version of the Cobra Clutch.
Cobra Clutch, you see the arm of Kyle Fletcher behind his own head.
You see the face of Kyle Fletcher beat red from the blood being kept in the head. Hard to get blood from the heart, and that's going to weaken the man.
Fletcher escapes. Fletcher's caught him.
Awkward half and half suplex from Fletcher and Okada. The Continental Champion is down.
I don't think Fletcher hit that like he wanted to, but he still has Okada down like he said. Now Fletcher,
focus.
What? He wants Okada to get up?
So he can knock him back down.
Oh, come on. If the man's down, get on him.
He points. Oh, instead.
Okada. Flatliner down is Kyle Fletcher.
Way up in the air. You can see Okada sent the protostar nearly into the stars. Good 7-8 feet in the air. Now, the AEW faithful willing on the Continental Champion.
Pick up by Okada. Neckbreaker got it. Kazuchika Okada. Could be moments away. Scoop slam. He's going up top. This could be his big elbow drop. And if he connects here, Nigel, That's what it is. He got it.
Got it indeed.
But he pulled off of Kyle Fletcher.
But it's a fascinating thing to see in the Continental Classic with two rule breakers in the ring. How the crowd can get behind one of them.
Here it comes. Oh, he ducked it, Fletcher.
And that's one of the reasons why. Incredible athleticism.
And Fletcher rolled out of the ring, which may have been the smart thing to do.
And they don't like that.
I say may have been. It was the smart thing to do.
Well, he's no dummy, Tony. And he does not need Don Callis here at ringside to tell him what to do. He's being coached to perfection.
Great matchup, just as we anticipated. So much on the line here in the Continental Classic, so many points.
Whoa. Looking for a tombstone, but instead...
Fletcher wiggled,
No.
half and half. Sending Okada hard down to the mats on the ringside area.
Up to 7.
A count out, and you're going to get 3 points. Fletcher could win.
Whoa, by the skin of his teeth.
Fletcher picks him up. Sends him down. 1, 2. Kazuchika Okada.
Everest powerbomb all the way up and down. So far up, Okada almost had snow on his head on the way back down. But right now, an icy look on the face of Fletcher.
That one brought the fans to their feet with a chant of AEW, AEW. Fletcher pointing towards Okada.
Both men looking for the boot.
Right.
It was Okada's that landed.
Right now, Stephon Smith says get out of the corner, but man, there's... You can see how much this match has just pushed both men.
The champion is stunned.
Oh my God!
Got him!
There it was! There it was! The big Rainmaker lariat!
This is it!
There he went for the Rainmaker that time. Oof. Shotgun drop kick.
Fighting spirit.
Here, no. He went for the Rainmaker that time, and he got kicked. He got kicked between the legs of that low blow.
Brainbuster!
Drop, Brainbuster! It's over!
Oh my
It's
God!
over! It's over!
Here's your winner, Kyle Fletcher!
I can't believe it!
I can't believe it!
The low blow won it! He has won a match holding the ropes! He has won a match with a low blow!
Take a look. My hairs on my arms literally on end as we take a look now. That is 9 points.
Wow!
Way ahead of the pack. Kyle Fletcher defeating one of the favorites, the current Continental champion. My God, what a moment.
And what an event it's going to be on Monday. We are ready to go with that matchup. Great crowd here in St. Louis. What a night it's been already, and what a night it's going to be. Right now, let's go back to the ring for the ring introduction.
This is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Aichi, Japan, weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
Continental champion making his way to the ring, Nigel.
Confident look on his face, belying the fact that last week suffered arguably its biggest loss here in AEW. You could see the favorite Okada taking it to the protostar Kyle Fletcher, who fought back on more than one occasion in this match. But when push came to shove, it was Fletcher hitting the brainbuster and securing a huge victory and 3 points.
Yeah, it more than a brain buster, to be very honest with you. But yes, it is Kyle Fletcher, who we're going to see a little bit later on, who has the lead, and Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada. Very, very important match for him here tonight on Collision in the Continental Classic.
I realize the magnitude of star that Kazuchika Okada is.
And his opponent from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 249 pounds, the Beast, Mortos!
A week ago on Collision, it was a big win for Beast Mortos.
Wasn't in the Continental Classic, but it was just as important. Beast Mortos wanting to make a statement here against poor Aaron Solo, using power, using innovation, creativity, and ultimately the spinning clothesline, picking up the victory last week. If he can hit it again tonight, perhaps we'll see the biggest victory in Beast Mortos' career. But I don't know. Kazuchika Okada, in many men's opinion, the greatest tournament wrestler of his or any generation. He's been in a lot of them and he understands when an obstacle gets in your way, just keep on moving. Don't lose any of that focus, any of that self-belief.
Well, we know FTR's here tonight, Nigel, and we also know the Death Riders are here tonight in the arena. Last week, FTR said to the Death Riders, anytime, anywhere. Maybe tonight we'll find out if the Death Riders can man up to that challenge from Dax and Cash.
A nice clean break from the Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada. Certainly doesn't want to infuriate or irritate the Beast any more than he already naturally is, Tony.
Well, very, very important match for the Beast Mortos. No points. This, his third match in the Continental Classic, side headlock.
Okada there, trying to make the Beast his bitch.
Hey everyone, scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Join us for all the action of Worlds and on pay-per-view on Triller in 2 weeks, Saturday, December 28th. That's right, on Triller TV. There's the QR code. It'll be up on the screen for a bit. Take the phone out, scan it. Join us for Worlds End in 2 weeks. Oh, how about
Look
this?
at that, the erudite Kazuchika Okada. Getting one up on the Beast.
He sure did. But down goes Okada. Kazuchika Okada, with the win, would have 7 points. And he would stay in the hunt. A time limit draw would give him 5 points. It would put him in second place. But he needs to get 3 points here, I would think.
Certainly when you look at the caliber of other talent in his league. Oof. With Kyle Fletcher leading the pack at 9 points to win tonight's main event. If he can pick up the win, will be unstoppable, Tony.
Would give Fletcher 12 points with 1 match to go. Kazuchika Okada has Shelton Benjamin still in the blue league here.
Oh, the Beast there was looking for the spinning clothesline that picked up the victory last week. We saw.
Oh my God! Dumped him over the top. He went all the way straight to the floor. And Okada feeling very, very good about himself.
Oh, the Beast grabbing at his left knee. I've always said, you want to hurt someone's leg, push them from a high place. Good advice, Tony.
That was great advice. Push him from a high place.
Momentary glance from Kazuchika Okada, the prestigious Continental title there at ringside.
The title that is his right now. Here comes Beast Mortos!
Oh.
Spinning tope tornillo. And look at the paint on the face of Okada here. It's one of 2 Continental Classic Blue League matches we have for you tonight. Oh. As we've been talking about, we got more matches coming up on Wednesday night, including Will Ospreay and Darby Allin in the Gold League. Beast Mortos, here he goes. There he went. much time. The veteran Okada just calmly moved out of the way.
Lying in wait. Simple but devastatingly effective. Okada now in sheer control.
What an amazing DDT on the floor competitor that Okada has been throughout his career. I know we talk about it so much, but a 7-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, unprecedented. And this match in the Continental Classic continues in picture-in-picture. Okada breaks the count, rolls back in, eyeing the ring post, no, eyeing the safety rail. Oh, and sending Beast Mortos back very deliberately and rolls back in again. Once again, Okada with 4 points. 2 matches to go. This and Shelton Benjamin, the Beast Mortos. After this match, we'll have 2 more matches to go as well, but he is looking for points and slowly rolls on the inside.
Look how calm Kazuchika Okada is, how confident as well. Taking his time, no need to go out. Let Mortos come back in and straight away get back on top.
1, 2. You wonder about someone like Okada, who is in such great condition and is so deliberate about his heart rate.
Heart rate.
Probably slower than most, right? Very deliberate.
Certainly, men that have great cardio and conditioning, their resting heart rate usually sub 60, and if you can get it down to the low 50s, that's a world-class athlete.
Into the corner now, Okada. Back elbow that time. Looked like it was going to be a backhand chop, but another forearm shot.
Simple, methodical offense from Kazuchika Okada. Really has to guarantee 3 points here.
Beast Mortos tried to shove him off the corner. Oh, that second shot rung his bell. We continue with the Continental Classic in the Blue League. Tony and Nigel on Winner is Coming. Part, of course, of Collision here on TBS. Kazuchika Okada with 4 points in the Blue League. The Beast Mortos looking for his first 3 points. Don't forget, fans, no outside interference. 20-minute time limit. Who will go on? Who will get 3 points? Or will each man come away with 1 for a tie? For a time limit draw.
It's Beast Mortos coming into this match with arguably a little bit more momentum than Okada, as we saw starting out this match. A victory last week. Versus Okada, who suffered what some might have called an upset to Kyle Fletcher.
2 wins out of the tournament for Beast Mortos. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, but back up is Okada. In again he goes, another one. Okada goes back up a second time. Beast Mortos turns around, gonna try it a 3rd time. No, over the top.
The Argentine backbreaker.
The 3rd backbreaker in a row, and a 1, and a 2, and a not yet.
Beast Mortos so adamant that he was going to hook a leg. Didn't get enough body weight across the shoulders of Kazuchika Okada at 6'3", 6'4". A lot of body to keep down.
So the Beast Mortos climbs the turnbuckle pads, and Okada lives to fight again after 3 backbreakers in a row. Amazing. The athleticism of a Kazuchika Okada.
Kazuchika Okada, who won the Continental Championship, the title, on his first attempt from the Continental Classic winner last year, Eddie Kingston.
Pick up Okada.
Looking now to win the title through winning the tournament and putting any doubt that he is the greatest tournament wrestler in the world today.
2-time Japan Cup Tournament champion, Kazuchika Okada. Fans are chanting Beast to try to get him back up. Okada has a very different look on his face now than he did early on.
It might be Beast, it might be Bitch, I'm not sure.
One of the big matches coming up at World's End, Nigel, is going to be MJF against Adam Cole. Fans, there's the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Join us on ppv.com in 2 weeks, Saturday, December 28th. That's right, on ppv.com. There's a QR code. It'll be up on the screen for a bit. Scan with your phone and join us. And now just exchanging blows in the center of the ring. That one really rocked the head of Okada. And that one rocks the head of Beast Mortos. And the big headbutt, both go down. And the fans appreciate this. This is what the Continental Classic is all about. This competition that we're seeing. International stars, one from Japan, one from Mexico, part of AEW in our biggest tournament with the champion to be crowned at World's End.
So many first-time, never-before-seen matches. So much intrigue, so much implications. There's all 12 men vying for one of 4 spots at World's End.
Neckbreaker from Okada. One of his classic moves. Beast Mortos down. Okada's not done.
Look at Okada. He's not rushing this.
Not at all. You're right. Pick up and a slam. This could be his big elbow from the top. One would think it would be. Yes, it is. And it is on target. And he pulls off the Beast Mortos.
Ichiban. That's number 1 in Japanese, Tony.
All right.
You have trouble with other languages.
Here we go.
Oh, was looking for the spinning lariat a second time.
Beast Mortos sends Okada crashing to the mat. Pick up. Big Samoan drop and a cover. 1, 2. No, did not really cross or pin the shoulders.
You asked earlier what Okada was trying to achieve by playing with the mask of Beast Mortos. You could see there when Mortos was pinning Okada, he was as concerned with his mask because it's now coming loose. So Okada's earlier playing dividends.
That's a great point, Nigel. You are right. And Okada moved out of the way on that. Beast hit hard on his lower back. As you can see in Beast now, here he comes in. Okada meets him with both feet. Straight kick that time. Beast Mortos firing back. Okada with an incredible drop kick that we've seen so many times from the Continental Champion. Beast Mortos back up.
Oh my God.
It stunned Okada. It literally knocked him off his feet.
The spinning lariat lands first.
Here it comes. Boom! Rainmaker. It's academic.
Here's your winner, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
Excalibur said it best Wednesday night. There are no easy matches, and this certainly wasn't an easy match for the tournament favorite, Kazuchika Okada. Let's take a look now, if we can, at the updated standings in the Blue League. Still leading the pack, Carl Fletcher, who will elect into...
This is a Blue League match in the Continental Classic Tournament set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Aichi, Japan, weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
Tony Schiavone, before we turn our attention to the Blue League in the Continental Classic, amid all the chaos after Commander's win over Claudio Castagnoli, we got it out in bits and pieces, but it is official. Ricochet has won the Gold League of the 2024 Continental Classic with 10 points. Will Ospreay and Claudio Castagnoli, they were tied at 9, but Ospreay holds the tiebreaker victory over Castagnoli, meaning that Will Ospreay is the runner-up, and that this Saturday, Ricochet will face the runner-up of the Blue League, and Will Ospreay will face the winner of the Blue League in the semifinal round.
This will go a long way to find out who that will be this matchup.
And his opponent, from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing 263 pounds, the standard of excellence, Shelton Benjamin.
Let's go back to Saturday's Christmas Collision. Shelton Benjamin, probably the best athlete in this entire tournament, was rolled up and pinned by TNT champion Daniel Garcia. Benjamin was in shock, but tonight you have to put that out of his mind. This is a must-win situation. He's got to get it done against the current Continental champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Well, look, this is a matchup I've been looking forward to, Okada here and Benjamin. I know both these guys a long time. Shelton from when he started, Okada when he came to the United States. When he was a young guy here on excursion, I got to know him. You know, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these two guys as they're veterans, you know, lock horns and do their thing in this tournament here. It's great in the Classic.
These are two men that have competed in Okada's case, won multiple G1 Climax tournaments, but they've never met in a tournament setting, at least in a one-on-one affair. So this is a first-time ever matchup happening here tonight, the Hammerstein Ballroom, right here in Midtown Manhattan.
Some would say a purist dream match. If you're a hardcore wrestling fan, you know, this is the type of match you want to see. These two guys both have individually amazing careers before they even came here to AEW. So, you know, and like you said, ex-Cowboy, they never crossed paths.
And Taz, to add to that, this is one of the things that makes the Continental Classic what it is, this great tournament for our second year. Who will go on now to make it to the quote-unquote Final Four coming up Saturday at World's End. And fans, reminder, rivalry reignites with the St. Louis Blues taking on the Chicago Blackhawks in the Discovery NHL Winter Classic. It'll be live from Wrigley Field in Chicago on New Year's Eve. Coverage begins at 4 p.m. Eastern on TNT and Taz streaming on Max.
Love the Winter Classic. Watch it all the time in winter. Watch it.
Well, it's cold enough outside, brother.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's going to be very cold at Wrigley Field as well.
And Benjamin.
Went for that high collar. He might have been going for a suplex there. Nice arm drag right there by Okada. Turnabout's fair play, buddy.
Benjamin returns with one of his own.
I like how Benjamin just wheels around and faces his opponent after that.
Great athlete. Tremendous wrestler years back in college, University of Minnesota. If you're a Big Ten wrestler with success, that's no joke.
And a draw for either man does them no favors in this tournament. They need a win, as Benjamin probing Okada, taking the low road, so to speak.
Yeah, Okada had a smile on his face when he got out, but I'm sure that smile was that he's very happy to try to regroup on the outside here.
Talked about Okada's G1 Climax experience. He has won the tournament 4 times. It's a round-robin tournament, very similar to the Continental Classic, held in New Japan Pro Wrestling annually. He won it in 2012, 2014, 2021, and 22.
That's amazing.
Oh, DDT on the floor. He lured Benjamin in and struck with that one.
Yeah, when you think about the talent that's in that G1 Climax, it's amazing that he has all those wins. And if you even go back further than that, we talk so much about how many times he's won the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It's amazing. 7 times.
7 times. I mean, just years and years, cumulatively speaking, as champion for Kazuchika Okada. He now has the advantage on Shelton Benjamin. And Okada, with a victory in the Continental Classic, that would be his 5th major round-robin tournament win, tying the great Masahiro Chono. But he's got a long way to go before that. He's got Shelton Benjamin, who's up to his feet, and Benjamin brings Okada down the hard way.
Good Lord.
Benjamin now the cover. The leg is hooked, and Okada breaks free. And fans, this Blue League match in the 2024 Continental Classic continues in picture-in-picture.
Yeah, Benjamin's going to go after him here, so I don't know. Well, he's going to bring you back in the ring. There you go.
Ram him into that apron. That works, too.
Taz, as you mentioned, you've known Shelton for a long time, but one of the most surprising things about watching him wrestle, especially in person, is for a man of his size, just how quick and how sure-footed he is, how he was able to climb those ropes.
Yeah, he's always, from day one, when he was a young competitor in the wrestling industry, man, he's always been a great athlete, just a special athlete, great balance, great timing, great quickness, his athleticism. And as he matures as an athlete, it's definitely still with him, if not better, because of all his high-end experience.
A two-time NCAA All-American wrestler in college, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, and you do that, like I said, you wrestle at a school like University of Minnesota, which is in the Big Ten. I'm personally a big fan of Big Ten wrestling. I think it's the best wrestling in the NCAA. So, you know, that's no joke, man, especially the years that Shelton was at Minnesota.
Yeah, and of course, Taz, as you know, Penn State's got a wonderful program. And
they're the best now.
Iowa's been legendary as well.
Of course. Dan Gable, the greatest ever head coach and all. But I'm telling you, during those years, when Shelton was over with the Gophers, man, he was great, and they had a great program.
Benjamin now mocking Kazuchika Okada.
Not sure that's a wise move, but Shelton Benjamin, he's feeling comfortable as he rains down those right hands.
Yeah, those are right between the eyes, right a little bit high, maybe in the forearm area. Now rear choke, rear chin lock here, right across the jawline. Good grip right there. He's got his hip right in the back of Okada, does Shelton. Good balance while you apply the hold.
And, I mean, Okada's not a small man, but Shelton Benjamin, I mean, he probably has about a 30-pound weight advantage, and that is something that's very easy to exploit, especially in a situation like this.
Sure thing. I mean, Okada, I think, has a height advantage on Shelton. Shelton's not a short guy, but, you know, listen, you're getting grounded down by a guy like Shelton with his wrestling background. You're in a fundamental hold like a rear chin lock. It's tough to get out.
It's punishing.
Yeah.
AEW Dynamite coming to you from 34th Street, Midtown Manhattan, New York City. The Hammerstein Ballroom, Blue League action in the 2024 Continental Classic. A must-win match for Shelton Benjamin and Kazuchika Okada, but a victory here for either man guarantees them a spot in the semifinals.
And you can tell they're going at it, and they know what's at stake here, and Benjamin wants Okada to get him. I like how Okada holds the back of the head, Taz, to level in the blows.
Yeah, well, you place him where you want him. You see Shelton's doing the same thing. That quick grab at the back of the head. So you nail your shot where you want it to be.
Okada ducks underneath twice, back elbow.
Nice running back elbow.
Yeah, you're hitting a moving target, because Shelton Benjamin, he was spinning around looking for those lariats, and Okada, his timing, his precision is second to none. As Kazuchika Okada, Shelton Benjamin, both men struggling back up to their feet. After, I was going to say, a very physical affair in this match, but this entire tournament takes a toll. And if there's one thing Kazuchika Okada knows, recover here too. Having won 4 round-robin tournaments in the past, Taz, Kazuchika Okada knows how to pace himself.
Oh, he does, and that's a huge thing, what you just said right there, Excalibur, regarding experience in high-level tournaments and professional wrestling. The timing of the pacing of, you know, for yourself from an endurance win perspective, it's highly important, and that's the thing with tournaments. Shelton, though, again, we talked a lot about his amateur background at University of Minnesota. You know, when you're an amateur wrestler at that level, you understand tournament wrestling very well.
Oh, wait, Shelton maybe thinking tombstone piledriver. Okada, the waist lock. German suplex attempted, but Shelton.
Kept that ankle picked. Now he's got an ankle lock.
Ankle lock cinched in center of the ring. Okada.
Got to watch the lower body right now of Shelton. He might, with his legs, grapevine the leg of Okada while he has the ankle lock on.
Right. I was thinking the same thing, Taz. Anchor Okada to the center of the ring. Don't allow Okada to use his length to get to the bottom ropes to force the break.
He didn't do it, and Okada gets out of it.
Up kick, creates some distance, swinging a miss, or swinging interception there.
Top wrist lock, but he's got that head hook too, I believe.
As Okada, he could be thinking money clip here.
Yeah, I thought it was a top wrist lock, but he kept moving.
As Shelton, though, on his feet.
That's a tough spot to have your elbow bent on top of your head like Shelton's is.
It's a great matchup and so different than what we've seen already tonight in the Continental Classic.
And remember, we have one more match still to come in the Blue League of the Continental Classic. Our main event, Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, who will move on to the semifinals this Saturday night at World's End on pay-per-view. And you can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to join us on Triller.tv for World's End this Saturday night. Okada, neckbreaker.
He had to work to get it, did Okada, but he nailed it. And that definitely, you can see right there the eyes of Benjamin, man, he is gazed.
Well, right now, Okada feeling pretty good about it. He can do it. No, I thought maybe he's going to pick him up and do it again. He's going to go up top.
Scooping the slam, and
This may be the big old elbow.
People move out of the way. There was somebody there.
Okada. Elbow drop. Just dropping the hammer on the chest of Benjamin.
Look at Benjamin. He is flattened out. Okada, he's in the driver's seat, as they say.
You know, he may just go up top once again if Benjamin can't get up. Well, Benjamin, you can see now, Taz, rising up here.
Okada was looking for a rainmaker. Benjamin broke the grip, so Okada settled for a German suplex. And I say settled, but if you're Kazuchika Okada, landing a German suplex on an athlete like Shelton Benjamin, that's an incredible feat in and of itself.
It really is, and there's another one coming. Yeah, no, that's tough to do because you're in a standing switch position where a guy like Shelton, an athlete like him, can counter with a standing switch. But right now, I think Shelton's rocked with these. Watch out here.
Rainmaker, no. Shelton sending Okada, launching Okada.
How about the arch, the high arch that time? He got him up and over, Taz.
The hips, you know, as he drives his hips into his opponent, gets lower than him. That's the key with a suplex again.
Second one.
He's Shelton's releasing Okada high, too, to get more impact on the back of his head. So it's kind of a modified release German.
Just an amazing athlete. Fans are chanting one more time here.
Yeah, because they're not the one taking it.
There are not many men on planet Earth that can throw Kazuchika Okada like that with such ease.
No, you're right. Okada is a big man, dude. We say it a lot. He's got to be 6'3", 6'4". He's even a little taller than me, you know?
Just a little. Here we go.
Just a little bit.
Benjamin. Oh! Rising knee strike right down the middle. Okada. He could be out here. Benjamin. Looking for. Oh, wait, no. Okada. Instead, the cradle two, and no. As Okada, the high boot, using his length once again, but Benjamin just staring him down. Okada.
No, Okada just absorbed every bit of that.
The drop kick, it looked like Shelton Benjamin tried to pull up short, but Okada
got those long legs. He still nailed Benjamin.
Gonna try it again here.
Rainmaker, no! Shelton leaps into the flatliner. The far leg is hooked, and Okada this time kicking out.
It's a great counter, guys, right there by Benjamin. Really was. I know he didn't get the win, but that was impressive.
A spot in the finals on the line, in the semifinals on the line for both men. A must-win scenario for Shelton Benjamin and Kazuchika Okada. But Okada, if he does not win here, his reign as the Continental Champion will end. As Okada once again. Rainmaker!
It got him.
1, 2, 3!
This match, Kazuchika Okada!
Any great wrestler, any potential great wrestler has quick hands and great grip. And that's what happened there. He was able to capture that wrist with the single hand grip and then get that Rainmaker. What an impressive deal there.
Kazuchika Okada, 3 more points in the Continental Classic as we will take a look at the updated scoreboard. There you see 10 points for Kazuchika Okada, guaranteeing him a spot in the semifinals of the Blue League, the 2024 Continental Classic. Who will join him in the semifinals? We will find out in our main event. It will either be Daniel Garcia or Kyle Fletcher. Benjamin, this tournament didn't quite break the way he or the Hurt Syndicate wanted, but still,
respect right there.
Respect between these two tremendous athletes. And Benjamin, I think he's thinking, if this is the guy that beat me, this is the guy I want to see go on to win the whole tournament.
108 pounds, Ricochet!
Wins away from claiming that AEW Continental Championship, but he is going to have to win 2 matches. First over Kazuchika Okada, and then against Will Ospreay. Ricochet did beat Ospreay during the group stage of the tournament. Can he do it again here tonight, Nigel?
Yeah, well, to that point, certainly that has to give Ricochet some confidence as he looks ahead in potentially its final 2 matches in the tournament. The victory over Ospreay, but also I guarantee you, he was just watching that last match in the back. He would have seen the state of Will Ospreay as he walked to the back. That's got to give him some confidence as well. So, in my mind, this is perhaps Ricochet's match to lose. And we were already seeing the reaction from Ricochet to the people here in attendance.
And his opponent from Aichi, Japan, weight 236 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
Tony Schiavone, the G1 Climax tournament in New Japan Pro Wrestling, a round-robin tournament, very much like the Continental Classic. Kazuchika Okada has won that tournament 4 times, 2012, 2014, and back-to-back victories in 21 and 22. A tally second only to Masahiro Chono, who had 5 G1 Climax victories. Can Okada etch his name equal to, or perhaps potentially even above, Masahiro Chono's by winning the Continental Classic here tonight in Okada's freshman outing?
It's freshman outing, but not obviously. You're talking about the man who is the youngest man ever to win the G1 Climax, and now he is the Continental Champion. Again, I do not see him being dethroned tonight. Ricochet's going to have to wrestle, I think, a perfect match against a man who comes in with a lot of confidence. And there you take a look at the championship belt that Okada owns right now. Isn't it amazing that Ricochet came in, arrived here at All In with such fanfare, and the fans have turned on him?
Why do you think they did that, Tony?
What's that?
Why do you think they did that?
I think it's been his attitude. It's been the way he's approached things. I think fans see through this.
I think he suffered a couple of unexpected losses.
And he didn't handle it well, quite frankly. Ricochet.
Well, perhaps he's not used to the level of competition there is here in AEW, but to his, not his detriment, but to his benefit, he's changed his attitude and he has started putting some wins on his record.
Look at that. Okada's got him by the ear, guys. My God.
Well, he couldn't pull the hair, so he pulled the ear.
There you go. Grab something, right?
Okada, such a stoic. He's so rarely phased, unlike, as you can see, Ricochet here is certainly taking offense to the reaction here in Orlando.
Yeah, Ricochet definitely appearing to be gotten to by not just the fans in New York this past Wednesday, but also just the fans here in general. I mean, the outpouring of vitriol towards Ricochet has been astounding as Ricochet, T. Harris takes down Okada, and the drop kick sends the Rainmaker to the floor.
Still with the preeminent agility, Ricochet.
As Okada and Ricochet, Okada steaming it with that boot.
That was tremendous.
And Okada and Ricochet, they've shared the ring on a number of occasions before, but this is their first ever one-on-one meeting. But something that comes to mind for me, Nigel, is Kazuchika Okada. His journey into professional wrestling began at 17 years of age when he just picked up and moved to Mexico to study under the great Ultimo Dragon. And Ricochet, his career really broke out when he went to Dragon Gate in Japan in 2010, which is, I mean, all about the influence of Ultimo Dragon. So very interesting that this is their first ever one-on-one meeting.
Yeah, indeed, similarities between both men who started the right way. Like so many great legends of the past, spending their time overseas, developing style, getting different experience with different, more experienced veterans. Oh, be quiet.
It's amazing the reach of Ultimo Dragon. I called many of his matches back in the 90s. What a sensational performer.
Look at Okada.
A slap brings the fans to their feet. Look at that. That's tremendous.
He didn't learn that from Ultimo Dragon.
No, he did not.
But he certainly has every one of the Orlando faithful in the palm of his hands. Kazuchika Okada.
A hammer throw into the corner. Nobody home, though, for Okada as Ricochet using his agility, but Okada, yikes, counter wrestling. And, you know, I bring up the lineage of Ultimo Dragon just to underscore the fact that Okada, you may not know it to look at him, but he's somebody that is very well equipped to wrestle against high flyers, to wrestle against luchadors. And Ricochet, of course, the preeminent, or one of the preeminent high flyers, is Ricochet pulling Okada by the leg into that center strand, catching Okada a bit low.
Uh-oh, he's going to hit the ropes.
Now, Ricochet, tope.
Wow!
Suicida.
What's good now,
Like a missile, and trying to cool down the fans at ringside are beside themselves.
I'm winning, baby!
There's Ricochet jawing with the fans, and
I've never seen Ricochet looking this confident.
And now Ricochet on the attack. Okada returned to the ring. Okada's back struck our desk very hard, just disrupted our desk, moved it a couple feet back. So you can understand why Okada is struggling at this point. That's Ricochet, the near leg is hooked. Okada able to kick out.
You can understand, here we are in Florida, why a lot of people jealous of Ricochet's agility. Most of them have trouble standing up out of a seat.
Boy, Ricochet doing a lot of talking, more to the fans than he is to his opponent here. I don't get this. You think he's still trying to prove something to the Hurt Syndicate?
Well, that was very interesting interaction between Ricochet after MVP handed him the golden ticket, so to speak, and then hold on a second.
Oh wait, now the crucifix, the roll-up. Okada able to kick it, handed him the golden ticket, the business cards, but then MVP later rescinding it, saying that nobody likes a kiss ass, because Ricochet was somewhat obsequious in his attempt to join the Hurt Syndicate. MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley.
He's doing it all on his own now, and certainly whoever wins the Continental Classic will have to do that. Everybody else barred from ringside.
Remember Will Ospreay waiting for the winner of this match in the finals later on tonight.
What's up with your guy, huh?
And interestingly, Okada, his final G1 Climax victory, tournament victory, came by virtue of a win over Will Ospreay in the finals in 2022.
Wow.
We could be looking at, history repeating itself, but not if Ricochet has anything to say about it. He has the advantage on the Rainmaker right now. But Okada, just so calm, so collected, absorbing this barrage and returning fire with one of his own. Backing Ricochet up to the corner. Ricochet elevates up and over the top. Now Ricochet on the hop, swinging a miss. Falls off the chest of the Rainmaker. Midsection was the target of Ricochet, but Okada flattens Ricochet.
Okada just absorbed every bit of that and calmly picked him up. If I can use the word calmly here, and then put him back down with a flatliner.
Well, Tony, to that point, calmly, Okada, I mean, he has such a low resting heart rate. He's just one of the most easygoing men in the confines of a professional wrestling matches, as oxymoronic as that sounds.
Well, you see a lot of similarities in MMA as well. Some of the greatest champions in MMA history. Super calm outside. You keep your blood rate, your heart rate low.
Okada connects with that elbow strike in the corner, boot to the midsection, and DDT. Ricochet planted on the crown of his head. Okada, now the far leg is hooked, two. And Ricochet kicking out, but you can see clearly rattled by that DDT.
Certainly make an argument that when Ricochet tried to exchange strikes with Kazuchika Okada, he came up on the short end, perhaps not the smartest decision for a man who certainly has the beating of Okada when it comes to agility.
Yeah, perhaps that's just the bravado of Ricochet, thinking he could stand and trade with the Rainmaker, but Kazuchika Okada He likes that tombstone pile driver, but Ricochet knows that quite well.
Yeah, Ricochet is no rookie, guys. As you know, he's held over 20 championships in his illustrious career, so he's been there and done that, as they say.
Ricochet the springboard, Okada the evasion. Ricochet, wow, finds his feet, swing and a miss by Okada. Ricochet, backdrop, and off the middle rope, the moonsault. 1, 2. And running shooting star press, Ricochet again. 2, and Okada able to kick out.
Give it to Ricochet, trying to win it.
Sticking to his original game plan, his advantage. Has to be a good strategy. But again, all that Okada is doing here is just absorbing some punishment and waiting for the opportunity to turn things around. Look at Okada not moving, lying in wait, perhaps playing possum. We're about to find out.
Ricochet so dangerous off that top rope. Has his feet 450. No.
You called it, Nigel. You're right.
It was great adaptation from Ricochet to be able to adjust mid-flight.
Okada, neck breaker.
Adjust out of that.
Targeting the neck of Ricochet once again. The far leg hook. 2, and very close count there.
You could see clear as day. I called the strategy of Okada. That's why he's such a great tournament wrestler. He lets you unfurl some of your big guns. He absorbs it, and then he counteracts.
As Okada now looking for that elbow drop off the top. There it is. Dropping the hammer on the chest of Ricochet.
Straight down, no leap, just straight down on him.
Kazuchika Okada. The Rainmaker, he's feeling it here tonight against Ricochet.
Will it be Kazuchika Okada? Ichiban.
Rainmaker.
The Continental Classic.
No, Ricochet. Fireman's carry just hoisted up Okada. As Okada, though, landing on his feet, rolling Ricochet through. Ricochet, though, vaults over the top.
Great counter.
Powerbomb attempt. No, Ricochet back to that fireman's carry. Back elbow. Okada strikes with a drop kick.
Every time you see Okada's drop kick, you think, can a guy that size really get up like that? It's amazing.
Second attempt for the tombstone, but couldn't complete.
All right, Ricochet looking for vertigo.
That's got to be it.
There it is. 2, 3, no!
Oh, man, Okada is hurting, guys.
That was a very awkward landing.
Sure was.
For the Continental Champion.
And a very late kick out, but Ricochet now to the top. Shooting star press. 1, 2. Okada again kicking out.
Somewhat of a lackadaisical cover.
Exactly.
By Ricochet. He really thought he had the beating of Okada. Let's take another look if we can. It was picture perfect, landing it chest to the lower abdomen, but you could see not enough weight across the shoulders of Okada, and if you don't pin those shoulders to the mat, they're going to come off. Loading up.
Spirit gun.
Taking aim.
Ricochet coming in. Okada avoids.
By the country mile. But now,
Oh, the knee strike and then the roundhouse kick, testing the chin, but Okada fires back with a drop kick.
Ricochet loaded up that spirit gun, but then turned and looked to the fans for a fleeting moment, and I think it cost him, and now we're dead even on the mat.
And Tony, that seems to be Ricochet's biggest downfall thus far in this match, is he's paying too much attention to this great crowd here in Orlando.
Yeah, it seems like one of the biggest hurdles is himself here.
Sometimes it can be difficult to focus on the task at hand, but certainly it looks like it now, Ricochet. For the second time.
Loading up that spirit gun, no. Okada drives Ricochet down. He's got him up. Yes! 1, 2, 3!
The AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
It is official. Later on tonight, the final match in the 2024 Continental Classic. It will be the Rainmaker versus the aerial assassin Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay for the Continental Championship.
Well, two gentlemen, like you mentioned earlier, that know each other quite well, Excalibur, and we can't wait to see what's going to come up a little bit later on. But I would dare say that Okada is in a lot better shape now than Will Ospreay is.
Well, there's no question about that, but we are also undoubtedly looking at an instant classic. Ospreay Okada for the Continental Classic title.
Will
Ospreay. Of course, I think, unless I'm much mistaken, good old Jim Ross will be joining us here at the announce booth.
Yes, he will, but it is now time to determine who will control the Continental Championship, who will win the 2024 AEW Continental Classic. And I could not be happier to be joined here at the announce desk by the Hall of Fame voice of professional wrestling, Jim Ross.
Well, thank you very much, Excalibur. Hey, I don't understand the guts of this guy. He lost a lot of blood earlier, Tony.
He sure did, Jim, and that's going to be a key in this one, right?
We heard from Will Ospreay earlier, JR, that on 10 occasions he's faced Kazuchika Okada one-on-one, but Ospreay has only won 2 of them.
Yeah, they got a great rivalry, no matter the records. 2 of the greatest professional wrestlers in the entire world are about to square off, and where else would it be but AEW, Tony?
Absolutely, and Jim, let me say before this match starts, it's great seeing you again, bud.
Good seeing you, man.
Yeah, how you doing?
At our age, it's good to be seen.
Every day, right?
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world but right here in AEW and right here tonight in Orlando.
Nothing like being beside you and Excalibur, working this matchup, which is going to be, I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now, have all the makings of a classic.
And it is for the finals to determine the winner of the 2024 Continental Classic. Of course, Eddie Kingston, the winner of the inaugural tournament, still recovering from injury. We send our best wishes out to him. But now we turn our attention to this match. Can Kazuchika Okada live up to the lofty praise of being the greatest tournament wrestler of all time?
This is my 50th year in pro wrestling.
Wow.
And I feel something special is about to happen. These 2 guys have so much to gain. This match, the results of this match will be worldwide in a matter of minutes from its conclusion. But who's going to get their hand raised? That's the question. Ospreay already looks like a loser.
He sure does. And he was, as our cameras, rightfully so, were on Okada in the entrance, you could see that Ospreay was walking back and forth and stalking back and forth, and the referee, Paul Turner, said, settle down now. Settle down. You're going to get your match.
Well, I'm glad the match is ongoing because it's too good to pass up. For 3 guys like us, this is a dream match.
I agree.
Oh, it certainly is. We are very lucky to have it here tonight at World's End. Let's return to the ring once again and the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final match in the Continental Classic. And it is for the AEW Continental Championship. Introducing at this time, from Essex, England, weighing 220 pounds, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
He's very special, fellas, very special. To be standing upright after losing all that blood is an amazing accomplishment.
And his opponent, from Aichi, Japan, weighing 236 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Fascinating talent. A fascinating talent I first called some matches of his and over in Japan, Excalibur. You talk about having the crowd in the palm of his hands. He had it, man.
Yeah, I mean, he embodies the term ring general.
Yeah, he's just absolutely. He reminds me of Luthez in the way of carrying himself, the stature.
And the confidence, absolutely.
And, you know, the thing I was noticing upon the ring entrances is the stark difference in the demeanor of Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada. Okada, calm, collected. Ospreay, animated.
And the crowd getting into it here early on.
Amazing moment in AEW right now. Seeing the final match of what has been a wonderful tournament.
We're seeing some history made here tonight between these two amazing competitors. If you're going to start a company, you might start with these two guys. You really might.
Tremendous acquisitions by AEW. Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay. Hard to believe that, you know, it's just over a year ago before both men joined the AEW roster, and since then have become integral parts of this company. But with their level of talent, JR, that's no surprise.
No, it isn't. They didn't take them long to find their spot.
Two great athletes, two top talents, two great finalists. Wonderful comes to this, and I do not blame Okada at all for going up top early. Do you?
Okada clobbering Ospreay with that elbow strike.
Go right to the wound.
Man, I love tournaments, and this tournament has been nothing short of spectacular from the get-go, the first match.
Stinging chop delivered.
You're not going to beat anybody with those chops. You're just going to beat them up.
Beat them up. You can take the wind out of their lungs.
You can cease their will to survive.
Gotta look to deplete that gas tank further and further and further, but Okada sending Ospreay in. Ospreay quickening the pace. Work on Rana by Ospreay, takes Okada down and out of the ring.
As I said, I love tournaments.
Absolutely.
And Okada has been nothing short of extraordinary in his past history of competing in tournaments.
And you know, when we saw the list of guys who were in this tournament, I think a lot of us said, I said, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be wonderful if Ospreay and Okada met in the finals? Well, here it is. What we all talked about.
You got your wish, Stone.
You're not kidding.
Thinking back to the winter of 2015, Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay wrestled for the first time. It was on an independent show with Rev Pro in the UK. But it was after that match that Kazuchika Okada spoke to the New Japan Pro Wrestling management. He said there's something special about this Will Ospreay kid. And then the following spring, Ospreay, invited to compete in New Japan Pro Wrestling, became a full-time member of their roster, as well as a full-time member of the Chaos Group, which at that time was led by Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, man, look at that athleticism. Taking on his feet is Will Ospreay.
And Ospreay steals himself the springboard. Okada ducks underneath, to the midsection DDT!
On the outside, nonetheless.
Yeah, moves that Will Ospreay has been using that have been effective may not be as effective against a guy like Okada.
Kazuchika Okada, 4 G1 Climax tournament wins, 2012, 2014, and then back-to-back wins in 2021, 2022. Okada, only the 4th man to win back-to-back tournaments, and that back-to-back win came over Will Ospreay in the 2022 finals.
Good history lesson there, Excalibur. Oh, my God.
So Okada, the DDTs on the floor.
Okada has no wasted motion, fellas. He's taking his time. He's not going to make himself make mistakes.
Yeah,
been there before.
The economy of movement of Kazuchika Okada is, I mean, one of his hallmarks, one of his trademarks. And Will Ospreay, though, now being driven down onto his head once again.
As Will Ospreay struggles to get up, Okada in the corner just as calm and collected. Look at him.
He has a resting heartbeat right now.
That's
right. All the doctors would like.
That's right.
And Ospreay brings himself back into the ring underneath the bottom rope. Okada again, the DDT.
Man, that's 3 shots to the head.
Now the cover, 2. And Ospreay able to kick out.
I'm not sure Ospreay really knew what the hell he was doing right there, because that was instinctual in my estimation. 3 DDTs, and you're going to have the wherewithal to kick out. I think it's instinct.
And remember, earlier this summer, Will Ospreay engaged in that rivalry with MJF over the then MJF's All-American Championship. And Will Ospreay, he said that he was suffering numbness in his left hand, and we saw him flexing that left hand there again, and that was after 3 DDTs. So that numbness very well could be returning or could be worsening for Will Ospreay.
Referee has the discretion to keep a close eye on the eyes of Will Ospreay.
Right.
They get glassy, they look like they're not being focused,
Or even if a cut reopens.
Neckbreaker by Okada.
Guess what? The tape on the forehead has peeled off. Look at Okada showing the gauze.
You see the blood. The blood that of that wound has actually got the wrap around Ospreay's head stuck to his hair. There's that much blood embedded in that.
I'm just saying, the referees, I refereed for many years in my early days, and you know, safety of the athlete is paramount.
Yeah, JR, to that point, no one wants to see this tournament end
I agree.
by a referee stoppage, but
you got to protect the athletes, Excalibur. You know, I'm with you on this concept.
yeah, I mean, that's a lot of pressure to be on Paul Turner, the official, but he will rise to the occasion.
He's a good official, no doubt about that. As good as we got.
As Okada now digging his fingers into the forehead, presumably into the wound.
3 chops by Okada, absorbed all of them.
Now the back elbow, Okada to the midsection DDT. No, Ospreay.
Beautiful counter. He had to counter that move. He did Will Ospreay.
And a shockwave coursing throughout the body of the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Could be a turning point right here, Jim.
Yeah, it could. It caught Okada off guard. He was not ready for that counter suplex.
I mentioned Ospreay's time in the Chaos group, led then by Kazuchika Okada.
Body control's amazing. We're seeing it. And the fans loving it.
Ospreay feeding off the energy of this crowd. He's going to need every bit of it. We heard from him earlier tonight.
Look out. Here we go.
The flying elbow strike, but Ospreay.
He's stuck with that one big move.
The fatigue perhaps an issue as Okada able to kick out. He was the G1 Climax in 2020. Okada and Ospreay facing off in the group stage.
You know, I know in Japan that Ospreay was kind of being mentored by Okada. Taught. He liked his work. He admired his guts. And it kind of looks like the roles have reversed here now, because it's Okada on the defensive, and the match is being dictated by the great Will Ospreay.
Hidden blade. Here comes incoming. No. Okada flattens out Ospreay.
One thing to watch out for, Excalibur, is that Paul Turner was checking the forehead to see if that cut had opened up. Get a good shot of it there.
Hard to tell if it has opened up or not, but it was the 2020 G1 Climax. JR, to your point about the mentorship that Okada provided to Ospreay, that's where Ospreay decided to break away from that mentorship, to step out onto his own. That's where he founded the United Empire, a startling betrayal that Okada did not see coming in that 2020 G1 Climax.
What a drop kick.
Oh, no.
Ospreay was caught up there, and that could have hurt. Yep.
Yeah, very easily could tear a tendon, a ligament in the knee, and Okada, that smile on his face tells you everything you need to know.
He's very happy with his efforts and the results, more importantly.
Okada, in the ring. Okay, please, in the ring.
You take away the knee, the power of Will Ospreay. Not only do you take away that aerial assault, JR, but you also take away his striking as well.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Good point.
There he goes, right to the knee.
Knee breaker. Targeting that right leg that was hung up in the ropes, Okada.
This match is being competed at a scary, deliberate pace, which prevents a lot of crazy mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, that's
why we talked in the early goings of the tournament is Okada maybe thinking tombstone on the outside. Ospreay has no intention of finding out as he escapes. And Okada.
Almighty, what a shot.
He's reached around there. He's going to go for an ice cutter.
Stunned on the outside. Okada on the floor.
He called for it. I couldn't believe he got his balance on the top of that safety rail.
Man, Okada may have lost some teeth on that one.
Wow.
Okada.
Let's take a look again. Look at the balance here. Boom.
I hate to say it, but Okada seemed to be getting a little cocky there, especially in an athlete the caliber of Will Ospreay in the opposition.
Both men in the deep water right now, which doesn't do either of them any good.
And as we remember, it is the second match of the night for both men. A tall order to come back, to limber up, to prepare to face world-class opposition for both men.
7 is the count on the outside for Okada.
As now Okada stirring.
He better run here.
Late in the count as Okada breaks it. Ospreay on the attack.
Ospreay, pinpoint accuracy and deadly to boot.
Okada
in the ring.
Cover him.
The cover is made. 2.
He hooked the near leg because that's all he could get, speaking of Ospreay.
Right.
If he had been able to hook the far leg, he might have got him something.
Kazuchika Okada able to kick out, able to withstand.
Will Ospreay hit himself in the face. He's done this a couple of times in this one.
Okada able to withstand the assault, but Ospreay with the advantage.
Ospreay's got a wild look on his face here.
Well, you know, he lost so damn much blood. You don't know how guys are going to respond to that.
And Ospreay maybe thinking Stormbreaker there. With those kicks to the face. And the knife edge chop, you can see buckling the knees of Okada. With Okada biding his time, the neck breaker.
What a counter. What a beautiful counter that was.
As only Okada can do it. What execution.
So Will Ospreay with an injured neck, presumably an injured right leg. And Okada, he's got his pick. As he drops the elbow.
Ospreay was trying to get up that time.
Too late, too late, Tom. Yeah. You're right, though. I admire Okada for taking a chance like that, Excalibur. Going to the top, coming off the top. He could have, his match could have ended right there.
Very well could have, but just shows what a sense Okada has for his opponent, the level of fatigue, as now lining up Ospreay for the Rainmaker.
That's what brought Okada to the finals here. The Rainmaker.
Big John Woo drop kick sending Ospreay to the corner.
Let's not forget the second match for both men, and both men are digging deep here.
Oh,
look at that!
Knees up, knees up.
The knees up indeed. The drop kick on target.
What an effort by both men.
Momentum has changed before our very eyes.
Rainmaker coming, no!
Rainmaker, no! Reversal, the powerbomb!
Oh my God!
One leg captured!
Yes, it!
The second, the Styles Clash!
Shoulders are down.
2! No! So close!
No!
What a feat of survival, to say the least.
God, these men, what are they? This is incredible. And I'm saying this because it's their second freaking match of the night.
But Tony, we talked about it in the early stages of the tournament. There is no one that can pace themselves better in a round-robin tournament setting than Kazuchika Okada. Now, Ospreay up, drives him down.
Tilt-a-whirl slam, and Ospreay has lost so much
The
blood.
arm captured. Rainmaker!
It's got to be it.
On the money. What a shot.
1, 2, Ospreay!
God, he kicked out. Ospreay kicked out.
That shock on the face.
Okada can't believe it.
Yeah, Okada says he kicked out of a Rainmaker after losing so much blood earlier tonight. What a gutsy performance.
So if you're Okada, you're saying to yourself, perhaps, what the hell have I got to do to beat this guy?
Exactly.
But Rainmaker didn't get it done.
Fans are chanting fight forever. I don't know, man. They might.
Yeah, there must be a winner in this match. The finals of the 2024 Continental Classic. The AEW Continental Championship on the line.
I am loving this match. The back and forth, the strategy, the mind games, the physicality. It's just amazing.
Okada was probing for the Rainmaker once again. The back elbows from Ospreay.
Ospreay's got blood all over him. Face, body, all over his.
It looks like he's been in a car wreck, Tony.
That's right. And look at him.
Yeah,
raise up a bloody hand.
But it wasn't a car wreck. That was Kyle Fletcher. That was the damage, the vitriol, which Fletcher approached the opening contest of our evening tonight.
Well, I didn't mean a literal car wreck. Fans trying to cheer Ospreay on, motivate him.
He can barely stand. He won't go down, but he can barely stand. Look at this. Oh.
JR,
there he goes.
Back to the discussion of pacing. We see Okada. He appears to be peaking here tonight in this match, the tournament finals. Did Will Ospreay peak during the semifinals?
It's like March Madness. The team that gets hottest in the early part of March usually wins the championship. And that's where we are right here. You got a guy that's just facing himself. He's in complete control. I made a flippant remark earlier about his resting heartbeat, but I kind of meant it. I guarantee Okada's heart is beating differently than Ospreay's right now.
We got more blood. We got more blood, JR.
I think that headbutt may have reopened the wound on Ospreay's head, but you can see Okada, the redness on his chest rising, not only from the clash with Ricochet, but from the chops that Ospreay delivered. High angle German suplex as the blood now running down the face of Will Ospreay.
The head and shoulders took it all.
He's going for the Rainmaker here, I believe, again.
Okada with the wrist captured. Rainmaker at top. Lightning strike counter! No!
My God, that was a dynamic counter that was 1 second away from winning the match for Will Ospreay.
How in the hell did he do that? Out of the Rainmaker.
As Will Ospreay perhaps poised to unleash the hidden blade. Okada strikes with a dropkick.
Ospreay comes right back.
Ospreay's got a newfound energy. Dropkick just took that energy away from him.
Rainmaker, no, duck underneath. Ospreay, Rainmaker! Oh my God! And now,
could the end be near?
Stormbreaker! Unbelievable!
Excalibur cannot! The fans are standing!
They're loving this. If you love pro wrestling, you're not loving this, something's wrong with you. This is AEW. This is pay-per-view. And these are two of the best in the world.
Is Ospreay going for the Tiger Drop? No! Okada to his feet! The lariat, but Okada maintaining control of the wrist of Ospreay. What a heads-up move by Okada.
That's that veteran savvy.
Wow. "283 days as Continental Champion for Okada, the longest reigning champion. And what a moment we are watching."
Oh, God, shot to the temple.
Okada down to his knees, Ospreay.
He's got the hidden blade. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Okada. Rainmaker, no. Ospreay to his feet, underhook. Stormbreaker, no. Countered by Okada. The pace quickening. Okada.
Oh, God, he knocked his block off.
And that's over. Suddenly, aggressively, violently over. And there's your winner, Kazuchika Okada, rising to the tournament occasion once again.
Of the Continental Classic and the AEW Continental Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
I know cliche, gentlemen, but any of these two could have won that match, and I would have been very happy with it. What a match.
I think the fans agree, JR.
The respect we're seeing now, the fans, many on their feet.
Kazuchika Okada now ties the record set by Masahiro Chono, the legendary Japanese professional wrestler, his 5th major tournament victory. Kazuchika Okada joining the rarefied air.
What a performance by Will Ospreay. What a fight. Paul Turner's calling in the medical staff here to check on him. Bleeding once again.
Cumulatively tonight, I don't know how much blood that Will Ospreay has lost, but it's got to be significant in my humble estimation.
You know, it's more than blood, JR. It's the bumps that he took. It's the offense that Okada.
Yeah, there's one sequence that got 3 DDTs.
That's right.
I mean, come on.
That's right.
As Okada, the hand raised, showing the 5, the 4 G1 Climax tournament victories, and now winning the Continental Classic, the first time he entered the tournament.
So now the reign continues.
If the referee's going to leave the ring, he needs to take Ospreay with him, because Ospreay, there's no way in hell he can defend himself if Okada chooses to assault.
Okada reaches the hand out.
What a match. What a rivalry. And now Okada betters his record of Will Ospreay over Will Ospreay. 9 wins to Okada, only 2 to Ospreay.
Will Ospreay has nothing to hang his head about. This was an incredible effort by Will Ospreay, and there he is again. Never bet against Okada in a tournament.
Singles victories over this man are perhaps one of the most elusive things in our sport, JR.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I think we still have the best to see in Okada. He's not an old guy. He's a young guy. He's getting better all the time.
Yeah, I talked about Okada peaking. It's possible that he peaked tonight in this match at the right time, but
Congratulations, Kazuchika Okada, on winning this year's Continental Classic and continuing your reign as Continental Champion.
Christopher Daniels.
Now, normally, this would be the time where I come down to the ring and present you with your championship title, but I can't do that.
What?
Because as of today, I am no longer an EVP for All Elite Wrestling. But this man is.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Okada knows. The fans know.
And now we all know.
we knew his arrival, his return was imminent. But it is Kenny Omega.
Now the fans going to battle up of the great Kenny Omega. Who's better than Kenny Omega? I don't know. Give me time to think.
If the rivalry between Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay was A-tier, the rivalry between Omega and Okada is S-tier. It is legendary.
Over a year and a half since he's been in the ring.
And now resuming his role as an EVP of All Elite Wrestling.
This is a wonderful AEW moment. Remember this one, fans.
Just got to see one of the greatest matches of the year, without a doubt. Then the surprise return of Kenny Omega. What a night. What a great event. We're so glad you're with us. And we ain't done yet.
Kenny Omega returning here tonight to present his longtime rival with the AEW Continental Championship. Kenny Omega, is he strictly here in his capacity as an executive vice president?
Who the hell knows? Only Kenny knows, I would assume.